Hello guys, good morning. This is the earliest I've ever been up on here to record, although I have been up kittens lately. I don't know if it's with the full moon or something or the other. They're up at like 3 a.m. Usually I sleep in until like 5, but still, then they're loud and they're wanting to go outside, which I've caved, and they get to go outside in the morning. Where's this guy? He's being a little camera shy. Yes, but let's go ahead and get into a morning message. It's been a while since we've gotten to do that. And I'm sorry I missed you yesterday. Just ran out of time yesterday, but let's go ahead and get into it. We didn't get to do our message the other day anyways. So let's go ahead and begin. In the name of Allah, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Alright. So this is from Surah 18, is line 7. Oh, now I have the cuddles. Oh, baby. So baby. Alright. This is going to be difficult. Surah 18, line 7, and it reads, "That which is on earth we have made but a glittering show for the earth, in order that we may test them as to which of them are best in conduct." Let me read that again because I did flub a little bit of a line. "That which is on earth we have made but as a glittering show for the earth, in order that we may test them as to which of them are best in conduct." So this line is an introduction. This line is an introduction to the surah on the cave, where the youth, which the amount of the youth was undisputed, maybe it was 2, maybe it was 3, maybe it was 4, maybe it was 5, went in and lived in a recluse setting, which was the cave, and they stayed in there for years and years and years, just focusing on the Lord. So this is the introduction to that story. And instead of taking part in this glittering show that is the world, they just went ahead and lived in complete darkness. They weren't even sure the number of days. The Lord surely said, well, you can see the sun coming up and coming down. Didn't you count the days? But they were sleeping. And they may or may not have had a dog with them in the cave that would turn them on their sides to see the sunrise every morning. Anyways, it's a very interesting story, right? It's kind of hard to grasp. It has like a real event, but it's a very, very old story as well. And I always have to look up and get a little context here. But we've already talked about this before. We can just break down this line and decide what this means to us. Excuse me. Alright, so something that we hear about here, something that I've been wanting to talk about as well. I mean, if we just take the context of this line alone, what is the earth? It's a test, right? It's one big test. Your life is a big test. And the earth is a glittering show, which sounds about right? It's a glittering show, like a performance almost. And it's, in large, a test. A test to see how your performance is. And again, I think that's why a lot of people have a lot of sense of competition here on the earth. People are competing with everybody. But if we try to bring in what we learned about yesterday, how in the end, right, everybody is equal, everybody is the same, everybody is, coming as under one, and there's really no judgment between each other like there is here on the earth. There's judgment, of course, between God and yourself, but there's no judgment between one another after this life. But it's it's very much a different thing here on earth. We're always looking at what the other is doing, competing with the other. That's not necessarily what we're entitled to do. It's really about still that relationship with the Lord and how you are performing in the eyes of the Lord. So best not to worry, right, about what goes on outside of you. Best to be concerned with what is going on within you more than anything. And that just gets harder and harder as time advances. It gets more and more difficult as much as we need to show up and be present in the world. But it is one of those things that you can make a decision about. But yes, it is a glittering, a glittering show. But at the end of the day, it is about a test, how you treat you, and how you treat yourself, most importantly, and how you treat your relationship with the Lord. Is it still relevant with all these distractions that surround us? I would hope so. We all would hope so. That's what we're working on every day, day in and day out. That's all the message of this morning. We have a wonderful section of Deuteronomy today. We're going to really get into it. Again, Moses is just explaining to the Israelites all that they've went through. His last days on earth are here. He's explaining, we went through so much. Do not lose sight. Do not lose hope now. Right? We went through so much. So we are going to read about this next part here. Chapter 4. We're going to go all the way up to chapter 12. The lines are shorter, so it won't be too cumbersome. All right. I'll catch you guys in a second.